2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Yes. Guess what? You want to.
The countdown starts now. From New Orleans, just blocks from Bourbon Street, the Hornets taking on the Pelicans. For the Charlotte Hornets, a tough road loss in game. The NBA playoffs continue. Just two teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in.
Good perspective from Steve Kerr. DA, thank you. Taking a look at Charlotte. They've overcome a number of challenges just to get here. Now down 1-0. Greg, they face a huge hurdle.
And you know what? I think they learned a lot in game 1. Playing against the best the league has to offer, they know they have to make some adjustments, keep everyone involved, and they have to hit the open shots they're given.
You were talking about the adjustments before. I agree. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. They've got Jackson. Also Duncan out there, and it's Cotton in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, Smith is out there with Kuminga, and it's Hickman in at the 2-guard spot. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. Ball kicks to Cotton. 3 off the mark.
What, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And he makes that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He took the opportunity when he saw the ball.
I tell you what separates Ball from a lot of players his age is that his footwork is advanced. He's got almost a PhD in footwork.
Here's Livingston. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Passes it to Logan. All alone. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Great. The Hornets pull it in. They come off the loss on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Wow, wouldn't he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Drives to the hoop, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
From downtown, trains the 3-pointer. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Smith inside, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. 4th, LaMelo Ball.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
John Collins, he's checked in for New Orleans. Ball, the pass to Jackson. Duncan with it. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the pass to Cotton. Puts it up. And that one hits back iron. The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Kuminga dishes to Livingston. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, buries the long-range jumper.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
It's to Jackson. Paul with a wide open look. And again, the Hornets missing. New Orleans in the lead.
So it's
Here's Ray. And the layup's good off the glass.
Generate right there. It just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Ball, no good. Pelicans leading by 4. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Logan. That shot misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. Collins passes to Ray. Fires the 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
Here's Cotton. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
He's gone. He's gone. Are you one of those LeBron players?
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Beasley, also Pierce out there, and it's Kelly in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To the inside, here's Tavares. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Tavares has got his first points of the game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
For 3, Pierce. And they'll get another chance. And it's in there.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Here's Logan. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He has 7.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Thomas. Here's Logan. Cuts it 5. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Beasley, the pass to Bryan. Takes the 3. That shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Poked away. And he dunks it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Over to the left wing. Inside, Tavares. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Tavares has got 4 points this quarter.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Passes to Bryant. He kicks it to Beasley. From outside the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Get up on your feet. Put your hands up. And you at the top. And you in the middle. And you at the bottom. Make some noise.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
1:29 left now here in the second. Right side, ball. Down low. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Cotton.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And Smith with the stuff.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
White looking around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
That bucket in no time at all. Ball's got 6.
Well, I love the feel Ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. Driving the lane. That one's
Honey
good. The
mustard.
Warriors' lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Cotton.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Rain covered by Duncan. Rain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him.
The line for your Pelicans. At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the stripe. It's stolen by Livingston. Here's the pass to Hickman. Buries it from three-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Why do you be doing this?
Yeah.
Well, for the Pelicans, they came in playing with a purpose. Even though it's early in this championship series, they can smell blood in the water. hoping to go up 2-0 by the end of the night. Shaq, what'd you think about what we saw from New Orleans?
They're running the offense beautifully this way. Work with the good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Hornets trail by 10 on the court for the Hornets. They've got Duncan. LaMelo Ball is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Logan in at the 2. And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for New Orleans. Here's Ray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For New Orleans, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Charlotte shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Outside, Ball. Pass to Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Play the pass to Hickman. From deep. Hands it from downtown. 6 points for him.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Logan.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Going inside. Here's Ray. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Cotton. No good with the layup.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Deep. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective, zipping in before the defense can react.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And some changes here for the Hornets. Jabars has checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Ball. Pelicans leading by 9. Hickman passes to Beasley. From the arc. The shot that time, not on target. And the Hornets now going the other way.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And the Pelicans miss again. Hornets trail by 7. Out to the wing. Shoots from the baseline. Tavares can't hit. New Orleans gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Pierce. And it's blocked. There's 1:17 left in the third. Thomas, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Kelly kicks to Pierce. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Yeah, the step back, and it's good off the back rim and in. Doyle's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Collins, good.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Rejected by Pierce. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. The Hornets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And you have to respect Jaren Jackson's toughness. This kid has had some early injury struggles, but he always returns to the floor determined to pick up right where he left off.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Beasley finds Pierce. There's the triple. No good from Beasley. Here's Charlotte now. Big stretch here going 10-2. White against Pierce. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from White.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And the rejection by Jackson. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And listen, in a critical moment, this is the NBA Finals. The officials have to be 110% certain they've got the call right.
Well, every play, every bucket magnified in a situation like this. The NBA's replay center giving them the information they need to make the final call.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Pelicans on top. They're up by 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Deep 2 from Ball. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kuminga out there with Smith. And it's Pierce. And it's Livingston in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5. It's Samart. Jackson. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pierce, good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Guys can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Both good from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
There's Ball with the three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area.
Cotton's checked in for Charlotte. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Pierce, Smith right side. Stolen by Jackson, and the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Kicks it to White. Ball feeling it out a bit. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And Duncan throws it down home.
You cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
There's the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Jaren Jackson.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
On the free throw, no good. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the rejection by Smith. Jackson passes to Cotton. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Kuminga with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Passes it to Hickman. Now Smith, guarded by Jackson. And there's the pass to Ray. Clock is at 3. Yes, and it's Smith. The assist that time. 24 points for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1:39 left in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Ball's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Lamelo versus Lee. What are you
Here's
been waiting
Ray.
on?
Here he goes. And Kuminga puts it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Ball. Here's Cotton. Found it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. What a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Ray, guarded by Jackson. Now, here's Livingston. Defense right on him. Shoots the three. They grab their own miss to the wing right side. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Ray. Off target from outside. And the Hornets call time here. They're down by 1. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Outside, Ball.
No way.
Oh, I tell you, there's nothing more impressive than seeing a young player keeping his composure in a high-stakes, big league situation.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.